Hi students, good morning to you all. This is Radhakrishna. So in previous class we are discussing about the introduction of alkaline earth metals. Introduction of alkaline earth metals and their occurrence, so which is available in nature, and we are also discussing about the electronic configuration of alkaline earth metals. Now in this video I am going to discuss about the physical properties of alkaline earth metals. So physical properties of alkaline earth metals. So like so first of all, first one is physical state of alkaline earth metals, and the second one is softness of alkaline earth metals, and third one is atomic and ionic radii of alkaline earth metals, and fourth one is melting points and boiling points of alkaline earth metals. First one is its physical state, and the second one is softness of alkaline earth metals, and the third one is atomic and ionic radii of alkaline earth metals, and the fourth one is melting points and boiling points of alkaline earth metals. All these four concepts are discussed in this video. Coming to the physical properties of alkaline earth metals, the first one is physical state. The first one is physical state. So in this first point is these are grayish white elements. These are grayish white elements. So these are containing 2 electrons in valency shell. We are already discussing that these are having 2 electrons in valency shell. So, and the third one is these are reactive. These are reactive, but these are less reactive. Actually, alkaline earth metals are more reactive, but when compared with alkaline earth metals, when compared with alkali metals, so these are less reactive. These are less reactive. Originally, alkaline earth metals are more reactive in nature, but when compared with alkali metals, these are less reactive in nature. And next point is so generally alkaline earth metals are harder metals than alkali metals. Alkaline earth metals are harder metals than alkali metals. And next point is so most important, they are forming divalent ions. That means M+2 state. We already know that alkali metals are forming only M+1 state. So, but alkaline earth metals form M+2 state. Why? What are the reasons? The first reason is having 2 s electrons. Having 2 s electrons in valency shell. having 2 s electrons in valence shell. Second one is having high hydration energy, and the last one is having low ionization, low second ionization energy. I2 means second ionization energy. Due to all these three reasons, alkaline earth metals forming divalent ions. So what are the reasons are? First one is having 2 s electrons in the valence shell. Second one is having high hydration energy, and third one is having low ionization energy, particularly low second ionization energy. That's why these are forming divalent ions. And the next point is okay, so generally alkaline earth metals are diamagnetic in nature. That means absence of unpaired electrons. The elements in which there is absence of unpaired electrons takes place, those elements are called diamagnetic elements. If there is a presence of one unpaired electron, at least one unpaired electron, then those elements are called paramagnetic substances or paramagnetic elements. But alkaline earth metals are diamagnetic in nature and they are colorless, either in the elemental state or ionic state. Its ionic state, whatever it may be the condition of the element. So these are diamagnetic in nature as well as colorless. And the next point is so radium is the radioactive element among the all alkaline earth metals. So when compared with all alkali earth metals, radium is the radioactive elements. So the all isotopes of radium is all isotopes of radium are radioactive in nature. All are radioactive in nature. So we are observing the radium 86 226. Okay, generally we are already know that radium 86 226 isotope. This isotope of radium 86 to 226 isotope of radium is the longest isotope, having longest lifetime. That means its T half is that means half lifetime. Half lifetime of that isotope is 1600 years. So what is the half lifetime, sir? So we are taking the radioactive elements, every radioactive element containing a half lifetime. Okay, so that means suppose I am taking 10 grams of radium. Suppose I am taking 10 grams of radium. So the time which is required to half of its value. So that means so the time which is required to convert the 5 grams of radium into 10 grams of radium into 5 grams of radium is the half lifetime of that radium. So that isotope I am taking, suppose I am taking only 2 grams. I am taking 2 grams of that radium 86 226 isotope. Then so it will be converted into 1 gram. It will be converted or it will be dissociated into 1 gram after the 1600 years. after the 1600 years, that is the half lifetime. So that radium 86 226 isotope is the longest isotopes, that means longest half lifetime isotope among the all isotopes of radium, all isotopes of the radium. So now coming to the second physical property of alkaline earth metals is softness. Okay, so in alkaline earth metals, alkaline earth metals are harder than alkali metals, so because of, so there are so many reasons. So some of them are, so first one is small atomic size, and second one is so having HCP and FCC crystal structures. So first one is having small atomic size than alkali metals. Second one is having HCP FCC structure. So HCP means hexagonal close packing, and FCC means face centered cubic crystal structures. Face centered cubic crystal structures. So, and the third one is packing capacity is 74%. We already know that the packing capacity of alkali metals, it is we are writing that 68%. So there is a increasing of packing capacity. That's why these elements are harder elements when compared with alkali metals, and there is also another reason is there, that is strong metallic bond. Okay, so there is having strong metallic bond when compared with alkali metals. So because of the presence of 2 s electrons in valency shell, 2 s electrons in valency shell, so these are harder metals when compared with alkali metals, So now coming to the alkaline earth metals, on moving down the group, some from beryllium to barium. On moving down the group from beryllium to barium, the softness increases. On moving down the group from beryllium to boron, beryllium to barium, the softness increases. So the order is less than magnesium, less than calcium, less than strontium, less than barium. So this is the decreasing order of hardness or increasing order of softness. So beryllium less than magnesium, less than calcium, less than strontium, less than barium. So among all s block elements, so beryllium is among all s block elements, not only alkaline earth metals. So even though alkali metals also, when compared with all alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, that is s block elements, so beryllium is the hard metal. hard metal. This is the softness of alkaline earth metals. Now coming to the next physical property of alkaline earth metals is atomic and ionic radii. Atomic and ionic radii. So these are having so when compared with alkali metals, these are having less atomic radii as well as ionic radii. We already know that. So from periods from left to right, in periods from left to right, the atomic and ionic radii is decreases, and in groups the atomic and ionic radii is increases. We already studied in the classification of periodic properties. Okay, now coming to the alkali earth metals, on moving down the group, beryllium to barium, okay, on moving down the group from beryllium to barium, the atomic and ionic radii are increases due to the addition of new shell. At every condition there is a addition of new shell takes place. We are already discussed in this electronic configuration. We are writing the NH2 configuration. So I am writing the last configurations. So just look at this. So NH2 is the general electronic configuration: 2s2, 3s2, 4s2, 5s2, 6s2, 7s2. In every condition, there is a addition of new shell takes place. So that's why the atomic radii or ionic radii both are increases on moving down the group. But in case of compared with alkali metals, so in this case, there is an increasing in the nuclear charge takes place among the alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. So in case of alkaline earth metals, there is an increase of nuclear charge takes place. That's why the atomic and ionic radii should be decreases. So now the order of atomic radius. Order of atomic radius I am writing it here. So beryllium less than, magnesium less than, calcium less than, strontium less than, barium which is less than, radium also. The atomic size slightly increases, but we are only discussing for barium only. Okay, so now we are writing the order. Order for the ionic radius. It is also follows the same order, but there is here the elements takes place, but at that time ions are takes place. That is beryllium 2 plus, magnesium 2 plus, calcium 2 plus, strontium 2 plus, and barium 2 plus. We are already discussing that they are forming divalent ions which are M+2 state. That's why we are writing the ionic form with the +2 state. In case of alkali metals, we are writing at +1 state. Sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, we are writing only in +1 state. Okay, now it is in +2 state. That's why I am writing at beryllium 2 plus, magnesium 2 plus, calcium 2 plus, and strontium, barium 2 plus. So this is about the atomic and ionic radii of alkali earth metals. Now coming to the next physical property of alkaline earth metals is melting and boiling points of alkaline earth metals. Melting and boiling points of alkaline earth metals. So these are having these are having high melting points and boiling points when compared with alkali metals. When compared with alkali metals, because these are having 2 electrons and high nuclear charge, and also having 2 valence electrons. 2 electrons are present. That's why those are having high melting and boiling points. So, but on moving down the group, the melting points and boiling points are decreases. Melting points and boiling points are decreases, but magnesium has low boiling point when compared with calcium, strontium and barium. So calcium, strontium, barium are having high melting points than magnesium. Why, sir? What is the reason? Okay, so calcium, strontium and barium having okay, so compared with the magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium having high melting and boiling points. Because what is the reason? Calcium, strontium, barium having d orbitals in valence shell. D orbitals in valence shell. That's why, because of the presence of these d orbitals, there is a strong metallic bond takes place. There is a strong metallic bond takes place. So due to the presence of metallic bond, the melting and boiling points are increases. Not even this place, at any time there is a presence of d orbitals or strong metallic bond takes place, then the melting and boiling points are increases. So the order for it, so the order for melting and boiling points of alkaline earth metals is initially beryllium has high melting points, so followed by calcium, followed by strontium, followed by barium, which is followed by magnesium. Okay, the order for the melting and boiling points of these alkaline earth metals is beryllium has the high melting and boiling point, so when compared with calcium, which is followed by strontium, barium, magnesium. We are all think that so beryllium followed by magnesium, followed by calcium, followed by strontium, followed by barium. Actually, we are thinking this type of order in alkaline earth metals in case of melting and boiling points. But actually, this type of order is incorrect. So because the calcium, magnesium, so the calcium, strontium, barium all are having d orbitals. At this time, d orbitals introduction takes place. That's why they are forming, these d orbitals forming strong metallic bond. So that's why the melting and boiling points are increases. So here calcium, strontium, barium. So magnesium has low melting and boiling points. So this is about the melting and boiling points of alkaline earth metals. Hope everyone understanding the concept. Thank you to everyone.